So we're talking to Brett Meyers, CEO and co-founder of CurrencyFair. And what brings you to the website?
We made an announcement yesterday on the main stage. Well, a couple of announcements actually. One which is that we've hit 600 million in euros transferred through our site since we launched. So that's what we do. We help customers transfer money internationally at about 90% cheaper than banks charge. And the second announcement was that we've just closed a round of funding, including Frontline Ventures, which is a local innovative VC firm here, and angel investors totaling $2.5 million, which takes the total we've raised up to about $4 million.
And to give people who probably aren't familiar with CurrencyFair a quick background, what is it that you do?
Yeah, so the idea is we've come up with a way of transferring money internationally that doesn't actually involve international transfers. So it's pretty cool. We take the principle that I might be sending euros back home to Australia because I need some money for Christmas. At the same time, there's plenty of people out in Australia that have Aussie dollars but want euros. Might be it's an Irish person that's emigrated there recently and sending some money back to pay the mortgage. So we've set up a marketplace where effectively these customers can transact with each other. And so the beauty is we sit in the middle of the process. We're a regulated entity. We keep everything safe and make sure the money goes where it needs to go. But I buy some Aussie dollars off another customer effectively that's already sitting in the CurrencyFair client account in Sydney. So we take each other's money, if you like. So we make domestic transfers using the fast and free local payment systems rather than the international transfers, which are very expensive, usually costing you can be up to 60 euros when you add all the sending and receiving charges, and then you pay on top of that about 3% on the exchange rate. So with us you pay about a tenth of that, and we have a transfer fee which is 3 euros.
And obviously when people are dealing with money, their chief concern is security and things like that, but you're regulated. Are you regulated like as a financial institution, or how do you work that out?
We're regulated as what they call a payments institution. So it's a regulation, a European regulation that came in 2009, specifically really designed to open up payments market to non-banks and introduce more competition. So we embody that.
So you're kind of a disruptor in the banking space.
Exactly, yeah.
And you've mentioned a couple of countries that people can do transfers. Are you operational across the globe?
We have 17 currencies at the moment. We're looking to expand more all the time. We don't really do the sort of remittance type currencies like people sending money to India and Philippines. We're more in the developed nation currencies at the moment, so Australian dollars, euros, sterling, Swiss francs, those kind of currencies. And the other really cool thing, I guess, that no one else does that we do is we allow people to choose their own exchange rate. So you can say, right, I've got euros and I want 2,000 Aussie dollars and I want this exchange rate. And other customers going the other way can see that order and match it off or match off part of it. So it forms a real live marketplace, which is unique. No one's done it before.
And have you any interest in things like Bitcoin, the even more techie-based currency?
Yeah, we've been aware of Bitcoin since we launched. Actually, we used to talk to some of the exchanges. It's a very interesting one. I think, and this is what I said to the guys about 3 years ago, is that what they really need to do is to deal with the regulatory aspects of it, and I think everyone's aware of that. And I think definitely digital currencies have legs, whether it's Bitcoin or not, or whether Bitcoin's a precursor to the one that takes over, I'm not so sure. But
it's one to watch though.
Yeah, definitely.
So on the back of this funding that you've secured now, what are your future plans?
Yeah, so really we are concentrating now on awareness and really increasing the level of marketing that we've done. So at the moment as I say, we've done 600 million in transfers, but largely we've grown through word of mouth. People use us and they really like it and they just want to tell their friends. What we really want to do now is push that up a level and make far more people aware of the product. Biggest areas for us at the moment, growing areas, are Australia, the UK. Actually, a lot of the growth in Australia is coming from Irish people in Australia that are using us and sending money back, so that's pretty cool. But we also find that when we tell people about CurrencyFair, we also have to educate them, because the banks are very clever really at hiding the charges. So there's a lot of people out there using their bank to transfer money who have no idea that it's really costing them 3% of everything they send, at least 3%. And some of the banks in Australia are charging 5 or 6% on the exchange rate. But people they're not aware of it. All they see is the fixed charge. They don't realise how much they're losing on the exchange rate. So we kind of have to not just tell people that we exist, but also educate them as to how much they can really save. So that makes it a bit tougher.
Even just that side of it is very beneficial.
Yeah. I mean, it is not a marketing line that we save people 90%, on these transfers. So, or another way of looking is you use us and you get about 3% more at the other end than if you sent it through the bank. Like it's real concrete savings, and that's why I think when people do use it, they almost can't believe that it's true, and that's why they want to go and tell people.